building can only stand tall if the foundation is strong. Proteins are known as the building blocks of life, ensuring we have a healthy body and lifestyle. Welcome to Protinex Protein Abhiyan, our campaign to make you aware about everything related to protein. How much do we need it and where do we get it from? Through this series, we've been talking with doctors, nutritionists and wellness coaches to understand why most of the Indian population isn't aware of what the ideal protein intake a day should be. I'm Ambika Singh Kama, and today we are joined by Ruhi Rajput. She has more than 10 years of experience in clinical nutrition and also has an expert certification in Ayurvedic dietetics and nutrition. Thank you so much, Ruhi, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me, Ambika.
You know, the first thing, Ruhi, as a nutritionist, people look up to you for health advice. Can you explain the importance of protein in maintaining a healthy lifestyle? A very basic question.
Yeah. So, generally people have this idea that we need protein for our muscle building, right? But protein has much more important primary functions like, where they build antibodies to fight infections, they build hormones like insulin, melatonin, thyroid. They are important for our hair, for our skin. They also, help in creating digestive juices. They manage like pH balance of our body. So there are n number of things which protein does, and every cell and every tissue of our body requires protein.
Food items that are good sources of protein, keeping in mind both vegetarians and non-vegetarians, specifically because Ruhi, you did tell us that they're extremely important for our body, not just for building blocks, but so many other functions.
Yeah. So being in this nutrition industry, I've realized one thing, like it's not easy for a vegetarian to maintain optimum level of protein. However, if they eat things like millets are very good source like bajra, jowar, and sprouted grains are rich in amino acids. They are rich in protein. They are very good for gut. Other than that, we have seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, nuts, almonds, walnuts. Then we have our regular legumes, cottage cheese, paneer, or you can call tofu, temp. So all these things can be included in daily diet of a vegetarian for their protein need. And non-vegetarian is fairly easy, so egg, chicken, fish. I mean, that's our very high level of protein, they can find in the diet.
Ruhi, unfortunately, most Indians do have protein deficiency in their diet. How do you think we can bridge this gap?
Yeah, so again, India being a fairly large population of the country is vegetarian, which can lead to protein deficiency. But other than that, I have also seen that, absorption of protein is not very high in India. It could be also because, as kids, we are mostly eating vegetarian food, and also the enzymes are not very strong. That could be also related to gut health. Other than that, fairly the larger population is high on gluten diet. So therefore, and people are not aware that if they or any of their family members can have intolerance to gluten. So that can be also one of the reasons why protein absorption is not accurate in the body. It's important that they take care of their gut health, and also they take care of other nutrients, other micronutrients in the body, along with taking the right amount of protein in their diet.
I think what you rightly said, again, something very important is about absorption. One, of course, you did give us enough options for the vegetarians as well. But when you say absorption, that is key. And how, not having awareness if you're allergic to something, if you're intolerant to something. So I think those are some important points. Ruhi, do you think people are becoming more aware and conscious about what they eat these days? Because there's so much more awareness when it comes to that.
Yeah, the answer to that would be yes and no, both. In metros, mainly, I feel people are very much aware. They are well educated. They know importance of healthy diet and what is the protein need. In small towns, still the knowledge is not still it's far-fetched. However, in metros, I feel the access to information, so much of information and access to so much of food in supermarkets and through deliveries and all. So people are mostly jumping from one thing to another all the time.
Yeah.
So, and along with that, though they have the information, but they are probably not able to process the right thing, which is right for their body. And also the lifestyle, like, the amount of stress which is there, and the kind of, rigorous schedule they are following, which can have a kind of like a negative impact on their health.
Just a last question, Ruhi. In case somebody is not being able to get enough protein intake, which we discussed that Indians do not have enough intake of protein in our diet, what could one do, or what is something that what you suggest that they can do immediately, or how should they be dealing with it?
See, I mean, okay, so one way is first, to obviously try to balance it in every meal, and we eat. I mean, it's not only about eating protein, right? So we are eating protein, then we are also taking care of our micronutrients. Micronutrients, like we need enough amount of magnesium, we need enough amount of zinc to manage the protein. So we are kind of ensuring that we are eating other variety of food along with that. Other than that, if we are still not able to manage, I feel, there is no harm in taking certain supplements, which are more suitable for a person. There are a lot of healthy versions of supplements, including, vegan versions. And if you are lactose intolerant, you can take vegan versions as well. And there are other very good supplements for micronutrients as well. So that can definitely, help them boost it up if it required immediately.
Ruhi, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. I think we've learned a lot about how important protein is for every part of our body, and also we need to take care of our gut, we need to sleep on time. Well, with that, we've come to an end of this segment of Protinex Protein Abhiyan. But send us your suggestions and what more would you want us to discuss about protein here. Do write to us on our social media handles or log on to ndtv.com/proteinabhiyan and take the pledge. Use the hashtag ProteinPledge. Thanks so much for watching.